Hey guys, what's up? Attempt numero 2. It should be working now. My bloody microphone was switched off. Must have got knocked off when I took it off. Don't know how that happened, but it did. It's happened one time before and I was pretty pissed off. And I'm pretty pissed off right now. So we're gonna do this review thing again. But I'm hopefully not gonna ramble on as much. So first off, there was a sign-in thing before the show. They revealed it on WWE's UK Twitter thing, but they don't actually. I didn't get to go to it. It was with Dean Ambrose. They didn't get to go to it because there was some competition thing or something, but they didn't exactly promote it well. They just said, "Here's the list of all the names and that." They didn't tell you anything about it. I tweeted the company, and then they replied a while later saying something about, like, before I went to the show, and they said, "Oh, there was a competition thing to get tickets. Thank you." And "thank you" had an exclamation mark. I was like, "What the fuck are you saying thank you for?" But yeah, I didn't get to see Dean Ambrose. It's like they're bloody. It's twice now I haven't gotten to meet Dean Ambrose. It's like God is not allowing the Titty Master to meet me and pass on his Titty Mastering powers to me so I can be Scotland's #1 Titty Master. God, I'm coming for you, son. But anyways, moving on. There was also this like training thing with King Barrett, and it was £165. I was actually thinking about going for it, but I'm glad I didn't because our train got cancelled and we had to go on a later one. So I wouldn't have gotten to it. But only 9 people. It was £165. So that's a bit of a joke just for an hour training thing with someone to just to work out and then get an autograph or whatever. There's only 9 people. I'm looking at the picture. Anywho's the show. Lillian Garcia starts off by singing "Flower of Scotland," which I think is the national anthem. I have no idea. I didn't know the words to it. I was just sort of there. I'm there to see wrestling, not sing songs. But first we have Neville. Neville comes out, and then I'm like, please don't be Stardust. Please don't be Stardust. It was Stardust. Just a typical match that you've seen from these guys. Neville wins with a red arrow. And next, Heath Slater comes out, and I popped really hard for him. And then Demon Sano comes out, and I popped really hard for him. And the match was over in about less than a minute. The roll-up by Damien Sandow. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I was really pissed off at that. You know, it's like Damien Sandow, the most popular guy a year ago, and they just treat him like shit now. Just like Zack Ryder, go over on his own, don't like it, buried. Moving on to the funniest part of the show, which was King Barrett coming out for a promo and totally mocking Scotland people. It was so funny. It was so good. He was like, pretend. He's like, this is how a conversation would go in a regular household. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the wrestling and I'm gonna boo the English guy 'cause he's pish. It was so funny. It was so good. Pish is like piss or crap. It was just so good. And then Swagger came out, and I got to touch Swagger as he went by. He was the only one. I couldn't get to any of the others. I almost got Bailey and Natalia, but I didn't get them. I only got Swagger. Swagger won by the ankle lock. Nothing to the match. A lot of rest holds, I think. I can't even remember. Next we have I don't know why. That's a couple of these bloody videos. Not videos. Articles, and it says the Usos and Dean Ambrose defeated Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman, but it wasn't. It was the other way around. The Wyatts won because Braun, as somebody in this comment section said, the cuddle of doom. That's how he won on one of the Usos. And it was an alright match. Once they got the hot tag, it was good. As they usually is, because that's when the action actually starts. and Ambrose got a huge pop. It was a pop of the night until the end. Yeah, that's about it. Moving on, we have Ryback defeating Kevin Owens by DQ after an eye rake. An eye rake, really? Really? And afterwards, Ryback had the shell shock on Kevin Owens. Not much to say about it. I thought they were maybe going to do like a powerbomb thing off the top rope or something, but no. Maybe I don't know. I can't even remember. It was that bad. It was not. I couldn't remember anything that happened in any of the matches, to be honest. And then there was the break, and I got my T-shirts, which I'll show off in a minute. Then Natalia and Bayley defeated Sasha Banks and Tamina, and I thought they introduced Tamina as being on the outside, but it was Naomi who was on the outside. But the part that really confused me was Bayley come out with their old music. I didn't realize it until she was in the ring and they were about to play Natalia's music. I was like, that's not Bayley's fucking music. So I don't know what that's about. Like the same as the last time I went, and they didn't have Ryback's "Feed Me More" song. They just had the one without the "Feed Me Mores." Don't know what that's about. Eventually, Natalia won. Basic match, nothing to it. The only found myself just watching Sasha Banks the entire time because she's just so good as a heel, so good. Just like her mannerisms and her reactions to stuff that was happening in the ring, whether like Bayley and that was winning or Tamina and that was dominating. Just so good, just so damn good. She's the best women's wrestler right now. Just amazing. But anyways, next, Lucha Dragons defeat the Ascension and Los Matadores after El Torito ran down and interfered. When the Ascension came out, there was a guy a little bit down for me. He started doing the "ya" chants, and Connor loved it. He pointed and was laughing and giving a nod of the head. He liked it. He liked that. I started it as well, but he didn't look at me. He didn't look at me. Connor, why you not look at me, bruh? Anyways, I thought it might have been decent since it was a triple threat match, but no, it wasn't like they were all in at the same time. It was just, tag style, nothing special. Just until the end when some random music started playing. I don't know, I can't remember I knew the song, but I don't know the name of it. But El Torito runs down and bloody starts going to town on the Matadores, following that angle up from like a decade ago. Well done, WWE. Eventually, Lucha Dragons win with their stuff. I thought Sin Cara wasn't too bad. I actually think he's improving a little bit. He isn't doing that stupid tilt-a-whirl head scissors that he used to do, where he would be really slow. He seemed to be doing it like properly now. I don't think I've seen it in this match, but it was a match on Raw or something, and he was like, oh, he's actually doing it the proper way now, and not the retarded way which he always botches. So maybe he's improving. That springboard backflip that he does, that's the move that he seems to mess up a lot. I don't know. He is improving. He's improving. There was never this botching when he wrestled as Hunico, so I don't know. Maybe it's Curse of the Mask. Who knows? And next in the surprise of the night, they said it was a US title match, and then Fandango's music hit, and I was like, what the fuck, really? And it was actually a good match. It was actually a pretty good match. It really surprised me how good it was. No rest holds. It was just a decent, not like amazing, just a decent match. Eventually Del Rio won with his sick turnbuckle dropkick thing. I have no idea how they're still allowing that to happen. That's just so brutal. It's got to be causing concussions and stuff. I don't know how they're allowing that move to happen, unless when they hit it and the guy stays up on the turnbuckle, but if he goes down, I don't know, I think they got to be getting seriously hurt from that. But yeah, it was a good. And also, I forgot to mention the first time I recorded this, Del Rio was actually clapping hands with some of the people. Not like everybody, but he was going around and he hit a couple people's hands, so it was kind of surprising. And there was no Zeb, but I found that quite surprising, to be honest. So I think he's supposed to be heel. I think he's supposed to be heel anyway. Anyways, moving on. We have Roman Reigns defeating Bray Wyatt in a street fight. Reigns got a promo before the match. It was actually kind of good. He said something about because Wyatt got on the mic and says, "Oh, don't have time for this. I'm out of here." And then Reigns was like, said some stuff about battling for 4 months, running away for 4 months. He says, "If you can find your balls, get back in the ring and fight," or something like that. It looks like kind of good. Probably because Vince didn't script it. And then they got in and had a match. There was kendo stick and 2 tables and a steel step, the aluminium step, sorry. And then the table, Reigns got Uranagi'd through it. The second table, Reigns got the powerbomb on Bray Wyatt when Wyatt was up doing the punch in the corner. Then the steps thing was set up early in the match and it didn't get used until Reigns countered an Irish whip and then lobbed Wyatt into it. And then the Wyatts and that came out and started beating them up. And then the Usos came out, and then when Dean Ambrose's music was the only one to hit when people were coming out. And that was probably that was the biggest pop of the entire night. Just insane. And then eventually, they beat him up and Reigns shot the spear for the win. But overall, I was disappointed with this. I was. It seemed so rushed, especially the first half of the show. Like the Damien Sandow thing just pissed me off. It really pissed me off. Like, why bring the guys in the tour for that? And this is the match. They'll do the same thing every night, at least till the TV tapings. They might change things after that, but I can't believe that they put them on that tour for that. And it's not like the wrestling's the worst part; it's the travelling's the worst part for them. Maybe not so much the UK because they all travel like on the buses. So, but still, what the fuck's the point in bringing them on that? Just stupid. And there was everything seemed rushed. Like even after the match, when fans was going round, when the wrestlers were going round clapping hands, you could see like security try to rush them away, like the wrestlers away. I don't know. It just seemed rushed to me. But the Del Rio Fandango was the surprise of the night. Like just a good match. Fandango's a talented guy. A lot of these guys that people say are jobbers or whatever are actually good. Just haven't gotten a chance because they don't build any stars anymore. And that's Orton, Rollins, Cena, anyone else? All these people gone, and you have no top stars really. Or you've got Roman Reigns, but you're making him look like an idiot because you force these stupid promos, script them too much, and they want to turn Ambrose heel to try and get Reigns over more. Oh, Vince, you fucking moron! What would the point of that be exactly? Dean Ambrose is so over, and he hasn't won like a pay-per-view match, a single pay-per-view match. I don't think since he bloody left the Shield. And he's still so over. That's ridiculous, and you want to turn him heel. What I think they should do with this whole Seth Rollins being injured thing, which really shocked me when I found out about it. When I came home from the show last night and had my shower, when I say come home, went to the hotel. It was on my tablet thing, and I seen like something on Twitter, on WWE's Twitter, about Curtis Axel. A Curtis Axel tweet said something about fighting for a tournament, and then Bully Ray said something about it, or Bubba Ray. I'm always gonna call him bloody Bully Ray. He said something. I was like, what the fuck? And then I went to WWE.com and seen it. I was like, what? I was so shocked at Seth Rollins' injury. Like, I even seen the video before I left before I actually left to go to Glasgow. And I never thought anything of it, really, because he did the powerbomb right after he tweaked his leg. And I thought, oh, well, it'll be okay then. But he's out for 6 to 9 months. I'm really shocked at that. Really, I don't know. I just didn't expect that to happen. Like, it seemed like they might have been going for, like some people said, they might have been going for to beat Punk's reign of 434 days. So they now have to start again if they want to do that. And sorry, it looks like it might be Roman Reigns to win. I think it probably will be, but what they should do is if this tournament thing's gonna happen, is they should do like it would end up being Reigns and Ambrose or something at the end. And I see a lot of people saying Brock Lesnar's gonna come in, but I don't know. I don't think they should go that way. Even though I like Brock and as much as I like must see and they're brutal, I think you should go with someone else. Stop relying on these old people. Start building stars, because you've got so many people that are injured right now. And they need to start bloody building the stars. They should have been doing it ages ago, but they don't. They just keep relying on these old fucking people. And they can only go for so long. I mean, Orton bloody pops his shoulder taking out bloody the trash. So, clearly these guys aren't gonna go on forever. But Vince seems to think they will and won't build anybody, at least not properly. They want to do Roman Reigns, but you're doing it the wrong way. Yeah, what they should do, like Ambrose and Ambrose and Reigns in the final, and maybe Reigns keeps going to Ambrose and he keeps kicking out or something, and there's maybe like a ref gets knocked down or something, and Reigns gets pissed off and maybe grabs a chair and nails Ambrose and then wins or something. You could do that. And you could be a heel, and you could be with the Authority or something, and you wouldn't have to talk. You could have Triple H in that speak, and you could just be like the Muscle or the Badass, like Lesnar and Heyman. You could do that. Or I don't see Sheamus cashing in. Like I thought maybe like Reigns could do something like that, and then Sheamus cashes in, and they would both be heels, and like Ambrose would be the face. But that seems too creative for fucking Vince. I don't think that would happen. But it'll probably just end up Reigns winning. It won't be like the heel way. That would be the better way to go with it. I don't see that happening. But yeah, I think Sheamus will cash in like after WrestleMania time. I don't think he'll be champion anytime soon. I don't see that happening. I don't think. What else have I got to say? I could show off my t-shirts that I got, but there's something else I wanted to talk about. I can't remember now. I should have took note of it. I don't know. I'll get my t-shirts anyway. Maybe I'll remember while I'm showing these off. I only got 2 this time, and I didn't get any black ones because I got enough bloody black t-shirts out, because I thought about getting Kevin Owens one, but I got enough black t-shirts, so I thought I would get some other good ones. We got it's Bailey, the hugger one. Gotta get it, it's nice. Bailey. And we got the big guy right back. His cutie t-shirt. Oh, upside down t-shirt. Wake up, it's feeding time. Feed me more. Got them too. My dad got a Ryback one too. He wanted that. I don't remember what else I wanted to say because I spoke for quite a bit longer. Oh yeah, I also went back to the Triple H beard, as you can see. It still doesn't grow in well here because I was leaving it for a while, but it doesn't grow well like at the very sides here. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So I would go for like a thicker at the sides, but or like a Hulk Hogan type of thing, because I think that's a cool look. But I can't. I don't have the growing powers here. It just isn't coming. It's not coming. There was something else I can't bloody remember. It's not like I can go back and look at the video because there's no bloody audio on it. Oh yeah, I've got you can check out my Facebook. I'll leave the link. I've got photos from the event. But that's about it. Can't think what else to talk about. Oh yeah, I spoke like it was good to speak with my dad because he was pissed off with the Damien Sandow match. What the fuck is this on WWE.com? John and Nikki heat up Instagram. John and Nikki's hottest pics on Instagram. Oh my fucking god. I noticed they were going apeshit with the fucking Cena articles. That was a couple of weeks ago as well. There was loads of different articles. I was like, oh, give it a rest. I don't hate the guy, but just this constant forcing him, you know, exactly what they're doing with Roman Reigns. Um, but it was good to actually speak to someone about like WWE's problems, because I only ever like this or like through text and stuff, like on YouTube and whatever. Because he was pissed off with that Damien Sandow match. He thought that was shit, and like I was telling him about the whole Vince wants Ambrose to turn heel to try and get Reigns over more, and he just thought that was stupid as well. He was speaking about like Neville. Like he said he's really good, and I'm like, he's amazing, and Cesaro, all these guys, but they won't bloody push them. Like, it was good to speak to someone who actually, and instead of just this, you know, good to actually speak to someone, because I have no one to speak to about wrestling. There's a guy at work, but he's Polish, and he doesn't really watch wrestling like how I watch wrestling. Cause I stopped speaking to him about wrestling unless he brings it up. It was back in like 2013 or something, and it was when Sami Zayn and that had that match. Sami Zayn and Cesaro had that awesome match, the first one, and I said you should check it out because people are saying this is the match of the year, and he said he didn't like NXT because there's no stars on it, and that was just, I was like, I'm not talking about wrestling anymore. That's your fucking way you're gonna. That's how you feel. Like, what the fuck's? Why is that your reason for not watching something? You watch something because it's entertaining or what have you. And that was the reason. That just pissed me off. But yeah, I've rambled on too much here. I was really not wanting to bloody record this again, but I bloody had to. So that's it. I have nothing else to talk about. It was a pretty disappointing show. Just out of the four that I've been to Glasgow, it was the worst one. It just was so rushed, and the matches were boring. And NXT's next month in December, and if it's anything like the NXT house shows, then I'm gonna have a good time. Because the NXT house shows, I read the results and that. I'm going to read the results of one right now. From Thursday night. And yeah, that's last night. Yeah, I'm going to read that. And all these house shows are always bloody really good. They're better than the main show, the main NXT show. I'm always reading. I'm like, this is better than the weekly shows. Like, I don't get it. How is the house show better than the bloody TV show? It's insane. And it's been that way for months now. Bloody months. You should read the bloody. You should read the thing. You should read the reports and that of them. And here's a comment on the thing. NXT needs Dalton Castle. Yes, they do. If you've seen that guy is hilarious, and I think they should. I think him versus Tyler Breeze feud would be epic. Also speaking about NXT, this is something else. I didn't speak about this last time, but I really feel they haven't utilized Bull Dempsey right since this whole bullfit thing started. Like, when it started with Tyler Breeze, I thought it was hilarious. The whole running around the ring, getting out of breath, and that. Then they had the couple of video promos that were kind of funny, but they haven't built on it. That's something that could have been pure comedy gold, and they haven't built on it well, in my opinion. Which is you know, it's bullshit. You know, it's surprising. You know, considering it's NXT. But hopefully stuff changes. But I don't think it will. But I've rambled enough here. I don't want to be talking anymore. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Share, subscribe, hit that like button, and let's see. I've got it on. I've got it on. It's worked this time. Okay.